What happens when a Cameroonian beauty lands in the heart of Africa's giant? She came with curiosity as a first-time traveler to Nigeria, but what she found left her surprised in the best possible way.
Now, I heard stories of businessmen who left my country, Cameroon, traveled to this country and made it big time. Some of these stories were very fetish, like had some voodoo stuff going on, but an interesting fact is that some of these stories also were made from just pure hard work. One thing that is very common about all of these stories is that nobody ever traveled to Nigeria and did not hammer, be it in business, be it entertainment, whatever. Nobody ever traveled to Nigeria and did not make it big. So can we just agree that you can't talk about giants in Africa without mentioning Nigeria? Like, it's not possible. And this is not only because Nigeria is the most populous country on the continent, Africa, but also because Nigeria influences the entire continent economically, by one.
From the hustle of Lagos to Abuja Federal Capital Territory, to the calm beauty of Enugu, from the vibrancy of Onitsha to the warmth of Kaduna, Victorine experienced a Nigeria many never talk about. Nigerians, you don't know what you have. Appreciate your country more.
The cost of living. Nigerians are like, oh, Nigeria is expensive. Nigeria is expensive. Nigerians, you're in a good country. Oh. And this is one of my observations, like the first few days I stepped into Nigeria.
In a world full of stereotypes, one Cameroonian voice is setting the record straight and showing us that Nigeria is more than just news headlines. It's vibrant, it's diverse, it's an economic hub, it's home. Please watch and hear her incredible story, but don't forget to go subscribe to her channel and show her some love. Link is in this video description and comment section. Welcome to Africa Insight Official.
For the security, everybody's talking about security. Don't travel by road. You travel by road. And I'm not saying that things have not happened on the road, because prior to my road trip to Abuja, there's this guy on YouTube. He posted I've forgotten his name. I would have linked if I find the video, I'm going to put in the description box or something. He shared a story how he was traveling from Abuja to Lagos, and somewhere around Kogi State, their car was stopped. They were kidnapped by armed men. They walked in the bush for about 2 weeks, and eventually money was taken from their family members to release them, So he shared that story. Now this is, I feel like it's a little sensitive, but I also feel like if you keep having fear of doing things, you may not really live life like that. I am from the English side of Cameroon, and since 2016, we've had like a crisis. Okay, they are killing people, they are burning property, the place is backward, like it's bad there, but I'm always going to my village and stuff like that. There are people who have not stepped into Bamenda. There are people who have not stepped into the northwest because of the crisis, because of stories you hear. They're killing people every now and then. There are people who have not stepped into that place for a very long time. But life is there's still life happening in the northwest. You just have to, how do I really explain it to you? You have to be prudent. Even though I go to the northwest every time, I don't work out at night, and they have like time frames that they put out for people. They say don't work on Monday, don't go out on Monday. I won't go out on Monday, but I'll do my other activities on different days, but no night activities you get. So I feel like it's the same thing with Nigeria. Like if they put rules, don't do this, don't do it. Lagos to Abuja, road trips at night should be a no-no. I think it's just, you need to imply security measures like that. And then also, when it comes to like living, Nigeria has, and this is something that Cameroon doesn't have, like estates. There are gated estates that have security guards, CCTV cameras. Those areas are more secure than everything. If you're living in an estate, there's a guard. It's going to be difficult to hear stories of like robbery or stuff like that, But if you're living in places that are not gated estates, this is caution that everybody takes. It is not a Nigerian thing. It's something that happens everywhere, If you know that there is no guard in your house, are you going to be sleeping with your door open? No, you don't sleep with your door open. Some of us have first doors, second doors, third doors, and like a fence, and then you have a dog outside that the dog will be sleeping at night when you are put it there to be guarding, So I feel like the security thing is a general phenomenon. It's a general phenomenon. It's not just a Nigerian thing. When I go out, say we have a program in church, when I go, of course I don't do nightlife. I don't. I'm a church girl like that. So when I go out, say we have a program in church, and I'm coming back to the house, maybe it's at night, my important documents, like my ID, talking about ID, in Nigeria, nobody's going to stop you anywhere to ask you, identify yourself. No, since we started traveling, nobody has done that, nobody. In Cameroon, you can't move around without your identity card. At any moment, they'll be like, Presentez-vous. Presentez-vous is, identify yourself. Identifiez-vous. And stuff. So you just be like, where? Officer, I just left from here. I want to buy granite. And I present yourself. You're like, hey, leaving my house to buy granite, I have to show you my ID. They're like, yeah. And if you don't show it, problems. Okay. But in Nigeria, nobody has asked me to present myself. I don't go out with my passport, nothing, so that's different. So when I go out and I'm coming back in, if I have my ID with me, I put my ID in my kidneys. I hide my ID in my lungs. You get? Because I know there are some of these babanas that are waiting for you in dark corners. That can be waiting for you in dark corners. As you're passing, they'll just snatch your bag. So I make sure that in my bag, there's nothing valuable. I just put my important things in my womb somewhere that if they're snatching the bag, everything in the bag I can let go of. But the things that are on me are more precious, Same thing in Nigeria. You need to shine your eyes. Do you get? Don't be on the street walking and doing, hi, I have money on the street. They're just looking for an opportunity to find a place to thief from, so you need to shine your eyes. You need to be vigilant. You don't have to sound foreign and rich and like somebody who is carrying money on them. You need to blend in. So don't walk and be shining your teeth. In any country, they will deal with you. Do you get? So the security thing, I think it's the same measures that you carry out in other countries that you need to put in Nigeria, that you need to put in Nigeria. It's not like when you come to Nigeria, you have to be extra careful. You have to be extra careful everywhere. Do you get? About the cost of living. Nigerians are like, Nigeria is expensive. Now this is away from the devaluation of the Naira. I think it's an affordable country because even before the devaluation of the Naira, we used to still come and buy from Nigeria to go and sell in Cameroon. Do you get? So Nigeria has always been a saving harbor for neighboring countries. You can buy from Nigeria and sell in your countries. So even now, now it makes more sense for business people out all over because they can now get things at affordable prices and make like more gain in their countries. Nigerians, you're in a good country, and this is one of my observations. Like the first few days I stepped into Nigeria, I was like, this is such a beautiful, rich country. I don't know how to explain it. The atmosphere around, I know you all have your stories about things happening and everything, but the atmosphere I could perceive was an atmosphere that was conducive for growth, an atmosphere that anything you plant can grow. And I'm like, this is such a beautiful country. Anything you plant in Nigeria will grow. And I also feel like the extent to which Nigerians are excellent and out there is based on everything that is happening in their country at this time. To some extent, the system eventually pushes Nigerians to be the excellent individuals we celebrate in all industries around the world. I don't know if that makes sense. They could be crying that things are not working the way they want the things to work, but those cries are building people that we celebrate all around the globe in different industries. Do you get what I mean? It's a good country. It could be in a better place. It could be in a way, oh my God, in a way better place. But in everything we give God thanks. So I thank God for where Nigeria is today. And I feel like that is the attitude that Nigerians should have. Like, thank you, Lord, for where we are today, because you're way better. Oh, how do I explain it, than other countries? Do you understand? So I feel like there should be like a gratitude attitude for where they are now, but also like the push for better because of where they know the nation should be. Does that make sense? Thank you for the support. The support has been massive. Support has been so massive. Thank you so much, Nigeria. Peace out.